Hey guys, it's Stephen here. Welcome back to another video. It's the derby tomorrow, and I'm in Austin, Texas. Actually, quickly show you around now. I'm in a hotel. There's Austin. Hello, Austin. Austin over there. I'm here to meet some City fans and chat about the game. It's going to be really, really interesting. So if you're in Texas, meet me at the Haymaker in Austin. It'd be absolutely great to see you tomorrow for the derby. But yeah, I'm a little jet lagged, a little bit tired, but I wanted to still talk about the game. It's not going to be my usual kind of preview where I go through absolutely everything you can think of, but this one is more just kind of my thoughts and general overview of the game. Of course, it's the derby. It's Manchester City versus Manchester United. Of course, it's a very big game for us, and of course, I'm really looking forward to it as well. There's always local bragging rights for this, and I think it's fair to say City's form right now it isn't at our best. We are a little bit shaky currently. Our form against Everton and Spurs and even Peterborough was relatively middling. You know, we struggled to get going at times. We haven't really quite found the gears yet that we need to kind of spark an attacking performance. But you hope with a game like this, it's enough to get the players going. And I suspect it probably will be, for what it's worth. These are professionals. They understand the enormity of this game for us as Manchester City fans, and also the enormity of it in general in the title race right now. Because this is the kind of game that Liverpool fans will be looking at and going, "Look, I know United aren't great these days, but they definitely got something to get something against City." So this is very much an all eyes on this game kind of situation. So we have to be really, really, really focused. So I don't know what to make of it. My gut instinct is largely that I'm broadly confident. I've been speaking to United fans all week, which has been really interesting. I've done loads of stuff on United channels, and they seem to be somewhere between nervous but also a little bit confident too. There is a sense to them at very least, and you don't have to agree, but some United fans are relatively happy with ranking so far, and they do think there's signs of improvement, especially with their XG going up. They're conceding less goals. They're not taking the chances, but the performances aren't necessarily worse. They feel like they might be better than they were under Solskjaer. So United fans are relatively confident right now. And I did a long video, by the way, with Joe from Stratford Paddock last night. I put it out. You go and watch that. It'll be a link obviously on screen right now, but it's going to be really, really, really interesting. Of course, Guardiola's been talking before the game. Guardiola said, "We play against teams who are 6 points behind, 25 points behind. It's not a problem. In the Premier League," that feels like a do there. In the Premier League, we've been a lot of points ahead, but we never expected it. I think Solskjaer last season was an incredible campaign, but we were exceptional. He went on to talk about United. He said, "United up front and in the middle, an incredible energy, speed on the decides doesn't make sense. Speed on the counter maybe. Central defenders are experienced. I see this and I don't see 19 points behind. I don't care. We can win or lose. We work on the way we have to play with situations in every moment." He said you start to see and realise what they can do. They're so aggressive up front. They are intense and they have deep runners. They have qualities. You cannot say up front they are not good. With the deep runners, maybe the best at Liverpool and Chelsea. We have to control it. He also said, and hoping this is a joke, he said, "For the first time, we're going to play 90 minutes with a block." So hopefully he's not being serious there. We're not going to just defend against Man United. But either way, it sounds like a little bit like a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, hopefully. He said, "It's a derby for our fans. We try to win the derby. That helps us to win the Premier League. Nothing changes. We know how good our opponent is. You have to win most of your games. It's not a pleasure to win with this game. Previous seasons we have lost." Obviously, as well, the big news is that Ruben Diaz has been ruled out for like 5 to 6 weeks or something like that. He could miss up to 7 games, and Nathan Ake out as well. But obviously, Ruben's an absolute leader. We can't underestimate the impact he has on games like this. I fucking love Ruben Diaz. I think he's a fantastic player, and of course, one of our key players as well. Losing him in a game like this, it ain't good. He's our talisman for a reason, you know. Of course, we do have fantastic centre backs, but Diaz's impact when he's at his very best is sensational. I don't think Diaz has been perfect recently, for what it's worth. I love him, and he's still much better than most centre-backs, don't get me wrong. But I don't think we have any reason to be overly concerned is what I'm getting. I do trust that John Stones can play alongside Laporte and be fantastic. John Stones is a fantastic centre-back. He's probably not played as much as he deserved this season, especially given his form last year. So I've got no doubts he'll step in and be absolutely brilliant. I've got to get behind John Stones. Stones and Laporte is a perfect centre-back partnership on paper, so I'm sure Stonesy will absolutely revel in the chance to step in and show people just how good he is. And this is why he's patient, because he knows that spot will come eventually. And he's got it through fortune this time. But Diaz, it's a massive blow. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. But do I think we've got these skills and the players to mitigate those circumstances? I do. And I've got to trust in the players in this. Also, well, good news. Cole Palmer started training with City again. That's really good news. Cole Palmer, of course, has been out for a while now. Missed some games that he would have played in, like Peterborough, for example. And I'm just glad to see him back on the pitch. I love Cole Palmer. He's a fantastic player. It really, really is. So, yeah, I mean, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Guardiola was talking a little bit about Rangnick. He said the difference from Rangnick is that the pressing. Rangnick was a father of the pressing. You see with Liverpool and Southampton and Jesse Marsch with Leeds, a little bit with Thomas Tuchel. The top clubs, 5 or 6 teams are playing this way. Important ones like Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Southampton, Leeds. The work he did in Germany is brilliant. A proper school of football. He came here and he started to see some patterns of what he wants to do. So yeah, United are going to press. They're going to be really aggressive of us. In terms of United, like once again, go watch the video I did with Joe about how they're probably going to play there. But United, I'm expecting the likes of I would expect United to line up something like this. De Gea probably, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof I think will probably step on alongside, maybe alongside Varane. It could be Maguire. It's a big call for him to make actually. Yeah, like there's been obviously some reports about some unrest behind the scenes. Maguire's been benched a little bit, but we'll see. Could be Shaw or Telles. I think is Shaw out? I don't know. I think it might be Telles maybe. Then I reckon Pogba, McTominay. I mean, Alanga's probably going to play. Fernandes. Possibly Rashford and Ronaldo, something like that, I reckon. But as with City, look, I think the back four picks itself. I'm not expecting any experiments there. I think it'll be Ederson in goal, of course. No graphic on screen this time. Sorry, I'm in a rush before I head out to meet some City fans. It'll be Walker, Cancelo as fullbacks. I'm expecting John Stones alongside Aymeric Laporte. In midfield, I don't want Pep to do anything crazy here. I just want Pep to play a situation that works. What do I think he'll do? He could do anything crazy, but what I see is Bernardo, just go with Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo. I mean, it's harsh on Gundogan, but if it means then we can have, it's so difficult. Foden is the false 9 maybe with Mahrez on the right, and then give me either Grealish or Sterling on the left. I'm not really bothered. Gundogan could play in there, and if Gundogan comes in, you drop one of Grealish and Sterling and put Foden on the left with De Bruyne as a false 9, I reckon. So something like that. It's going to be really, really interesting. We cannot play into United's hands here. We cannot give them too much respect because we are better than them. We have to show that we are the better side in Manchester and that we can absolutely go at them. And I'm sure we will do. It's going to be a really, really interesting game. This game is huge for Manchester City. It absolutely is. And United have shown signs of improvement. They aren't taking the chances at the moment. Ronaldo is missing an awful lot of chances, but I can't pretend the narrative isn't there. Given the fact that he was linked strongly to Manchester City, which was a true link, you do think, is he going to end his terrible run of form and score against us? It's hard not to think like that, isn't it? And of course, as well, Sancho hasn't really set the world alight either since he joined United. But once again, there's another narrative there. The ex-Manchester City player who left because he wouldn't get chances, allegedly. Now back at the Etihad Stadium. I say back at the Etihad, I don't think you haven't played there, but you know what I'm saying. There is obviously a narrative potentially forming there, so we've got to consider that. So I am absolutely nervous about that. It's in the back of my mind, definitely. So we'll see how this goes. This game is going to be a really interesting one. I'm expecting City to be absolutely up for this game. I'm expecting we'll really go at United. Hopefully we'll try. I say go at United. I'm expecting us to go at them in the way that Manchester City do. The reverse fixture, of course, was a schooling. It was a 2-0 drubbing actually, but they didn't really lay a finger on us. And I'm hoping it'll be the same again. I actually am expecting the players to be really up for this for some reason. I feel like they'll really, really go through the gears and understand the importance of this game. So fingers crossed we get the win. I'm going for 2-0 again. I can't prove it, but that's what I'm going for. Guys, thanks for watching this video. It is a shorter preview than usual because I've got so much to do over in Austin. I'm doing some stuff. I can't wait to see that. One day you'll see it when it comes out. I can't wait for you to see it. But once again, if you are based in Austin, come down to the Haymaker tomorrow to see the game with the City fans and meet me and say hello. It'll be great. But Austin, I guess the best way I'll sign this off is howdy. Have a good day, y'all. Apologies.